Hi everyone, and welcome to the Ethereal Tarot channel. My name is Alexa, and in today's reading we will be looking into the week ahead for you. So whenever you stumble across this reading or this video, it is the perfect timing for you. This is a timeless reading, so when you see it, it is meant for you at that time. So with that being said, if you find that you enjoy the reading, please remember to leave it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so that you know when I post. And remember to let me know in the comments how it resonates with you or for you. So we have 4 groups to choose from, left to right. You may be drawn to more than one. That is perfectly okay. Just trust what you feel and go with it. So let's get into each option, starting off with group 1. For you, we have the card here, Tarantula. Group 2, for you, we have the Fire Ant. Group 3, we have the Butterfly. And group 4, we have the Gazelle. Hopefully that's focused. Is it? I don't know why it's not. Anyway, that's what we have as options. Take your time with choosing. Pause the video if you need more time. I just want to say that this week feels very dynamic for honestly everyone. It feels like there's a lot happening, so just putting that out there. Enjoy the reading, and I shall see you very soon. Hello group 1, and welcome to your week ahead reading. So we're going to go on and jump in by looking into the primary energy of this week, and then we'll get more details as we go. So for group 1, please, what is the primary energy of this week ahead for them? What is the primary energy for group 1? Okay. The first thing that came to mind is you're making it happen. Like, it's make it happen week. I feel there's things that need to be submitted, or there are things that you want to check off your to-do list or your bucket list for some of you. I feel that you are being very decisive with your actions this week, or getting very clear about what you want done, what you want to be completed, and what changes you want to initiate or at least make. I feel this surge of energy in wanting to really show up in your life, having the courage to believe in yourself and go after any opportunity that presents itself this week. It feels very sharp. I'm even hearing the word cunning, but I feel more strategic over anything. It just feels very strategic, very mental, a lot of clarity of mind, I feel. And maybe for some of you, this is really getting clear on any long-term plans that you want to put in place, or getting in communication with people who are able to align you with certain opportunities or networks. I just feel that you're getting very clear on what you want and looking at the vision, or the vision of your life in general. For some of you, this is even crafting a vision board or crafting some type of plan. It just feels like you're very clear, very sharp, and your mind is going to be one of your biggest assets this week if you avoid any overwhelm, or if you are able to rise above any feelings of overwhelm. Yeah, and focusing on your current situation. I feel like you're analyzing your current situation and making plans based off of it, group 1. But also I understand the words. So I also feel that there is an understanding of the power of patience and how far that can take you. So if you are going to be starting something new this week, I feel that it will bring about a lot of significant changes over the course of the month, but it just feels like a pretty significant week for you, group 1. And maybe for some of you, you're celebrating a birthday or going to a birthday party or going to some type of event or kickstarting something. Yeah. And if it is your birthday this week, or if someone's celebrating, happy birthday to them. But yes, it just feels very sharp. So let's see what else we need to know about your week ahead. What else for group 1 in their week ahead? Any other messages for group 1, please? Yeah, I feel there's a lot of diligence and focus, primarily focus. This could be focus on your work or on your plans, or really putting action to plans that you've maybe had in the back of your mind, or getting very sure about the action that you want to take with that 8 of Pentacles. It feels like you're very focused. I keep saying the same thing, but there's a lot of determination to really forge ahead and really get moving and not stay so much in the mind, but allowing your mind to be a tool rather than something that keeps you stuck, or that limits you in some way. I feel like you're befriending your mind, or you and your mind are starting to become besties. Group 1. Anything else for group 1, please? Yeah, there's a lot of focus on work. So you could be doing individual work, or there's a lot of studying happening for you, or a lot of contemplation, a lot of reading or writing, or preparing excuse me, group 1. I just woke up. Or preparing some type of document for submission, really trying to ensure that all the details are overlooked. Maybe you're editing something, or really looking at the details, I feel, for you, group. 1, you saw how that energy just distracted me. My goodness. I feel like there's a vacillation for you. There could be a focus on work during the day, and then during the night there could be some indulgence in distraction, or feeling like, oh my gosh, my mind is tired from all of this work that I have been putting in. I need to escape in some way. And that's fine if you're choosing avenues of escape that are beneficial overall to you. But with the 5 of Pentacles, I do want to say be mindful of your health, and be mindful of feelings of confusion that may pop up, and not allowing it to overwhelm you, group 1. For some of you, there could be confusion about some type of financial situation, or not really feeling completely aware of where you stand with something. Maybe this is even your job, or feeling like you're putting in a lot of effort but you're not receiving the compensation, or you're not receiving the grade for some of you, or you're not receiving what it is that you feel that you are worthy of or deserving of. And maybe this is causing a bit of rumination on the situation of you not feeling completely fulfilled. And for some of you, there's just a focus on work, and then you're dealing with you're dealing with, oh, my sister just sent me such a sweet message. I love my sister. Sorry, group. One, distractions. That Seven of Cups is influencing me. So ensure that you are being mindful of what you're consuming on social media or what you're consuming on a daily basis, getting clear on your daily habits and ensuring that you're not exhausting yourself or overwhelming yourself with how much action you're trying to take this week. I feel like you're very set on completing something, or very set on showing up in a new way, very set on having a confident approach to this week, and I love that for you, group one. But ensure that you don't get bogged down from the work and you start to isolate, or you start to ruminate on any emotions that cause feelings of insecurity or cause feelings of apathy, because your mind is your best friend this week. So ensure that you maintain a clarity of mind and that you don't lose hope or faith in the process of things, and you also ground in the knowing that good things take time. But definitely be mindful of your health and be mindful of any spending habits that you might have, ensuring that you're not, what is that word? It's like when you spend for the dopamine. I'm not sure how to, what is that word? Retail therapy. That's what I'm thinking of. Not falling into that trap, because I do feel like you're working towards something that will provide you with financial stability long term down the line. But right now you may still be in a state of fluctuating finances, and ride that wave, group one. But definitely ensure that you are maintaining your focus and not getting swept up with all the things that may pop up in your reality over the course of this week. So can we get one more card? Then we will get into your advice, group one. One more card for group one for this week, please. One more card for group one this week. Okay, yeah. Yes, it feels like you are being liberated from any type of constant battle in the mind, or liberated from past thoughts or past occurrences that you've dealt with people, or just being plagued by the past. I do feel that you are moving forward and moving on away from that, and I feel you may still go through periods this week of thinking about the past, but please, when this happens, give yourself the space and time to really understand why these thoughts or feelings are coming up, and not trying to suppress them, but addressing them with curiosity. Like, why am I feeling this right now? Why am I thinking about that situation? Or why is this thought coming up for me right now? Is there anything unresolved from that situation? And how can I move past it with patience and compassion for myself? I just feel like I need to be very compassionate, very friendly to yourself, despite anything that pops up, so that you can stay sharp, group one. But overall, looks pretty good. I feel the biggest challenge here is watching out for any health concerns. Not to scare anyone, I just feel that emotional imbalances can cause you to feel maybe a bit more tired, or maybe cause body aches, or maybe you are dealing with some type of body ache or some type of short-term sickness. Excuse me, group one, I'm so sorry. Ensure that you speak your mind as well, and that you don't withhold any information that you need to tell someone, and not being stuck in any sort of confusion or ambiguity that leaves you feeling insecure in some way. make sure you have all the information before you make a decision as well, group 1. So yeah, take care of yourself. Ensure that you have enough time to rejuvenate and self-care practices, because you're working hard this week or you're really focused this week. So yeah, make sure you have that time to yourself. And maybe for some of you, you may actually be going on a short distance travel, or maybe you're traveling somewhere or going on a mini road trip, or that would be like a good idea to see the sights around you, so life doesn't get a bit lackluster. This is only for the week. That could just be advice for overall, to maybe think about taking a short distance travel soon. But any advice for group 1 for this week, please? Any advice for group 1? My goodness, I'm so sorry, group 1. Please forgive me. But for you, we have the Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands. So get very clear about the direction that you want to head in, or head towards, and make sure that you take actions in that direction. I feel like this week you could just be getting clear on the plans or the ideas that you want to pursue, or there may be a flash of insight that comes to you, or a conversation that you have that helps to expand your perspective or your view in some way. I feel an expansion of the mind this week for you, and that's helping you to get clear on potential avenues of growth for you, or maybe even making some travel plans or making long-term plans for your future. I just feel a very clear conscience, and take advantage of that this week. And if you're not prepared to take immediate action this week, that's fine. I'm seeing the advice is just to prepare yourself, prepare your mind, and then take action towards it. But definitely sit with any new ideas or new revelations or insights or conversations that spark your interest, because it feels like it could lead to something long term. I heard that's all they need. I was gonna get one more card though. I keep hearing that's all they need. Okay, well, I'll listen. I shall listen. Yeah, make sure you take care of yourself and still have time for play and fun and wonder and joy in your life this week, group 1. So that's what I have for you. Let me know in the comments how it resonates with you. Come back by the end of the week and let me know how it went for you, and leave it a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so that you know when I post. Thank you so much for being here with me. I really appreciate you all, and I wish you the best in this week ahead. Until the next reading, you guys, bye-bye. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading for the week ahead. So let's go on and see what the main energy is for you in this upcoming week, and then we will get more detailed from there. So please, what is the primary energy of this week for group 2, please? Ooh. I heard you'll be learning something new, group 2. Yeah, definitely learning something new, maybe doing things new, meeting up with someone new, meeting up with a teacher perhaps, or a mentor of some kind. It feels like a very great chance or a great week to meet up with that new person or do that new thing, or open yourself to connect with others overall. I do feel this might be a chatty week for you, group 2. You might be meeting up spontaneously with friends, or spontaneously scheduling to do something. It feels like a very loving and warm and beautiful week, quite honestly, of just building relationships or building connections with others, or learning how to navigate relationships, group 2. Yeah, overall, it feels very sweet, very loving. Yeah, I just feel like you may be talking a lot or exchanging ideas or learning more about someone or something, or maybe hanging out with a new group of people. It just feels like a great time to receive love or experience the love of a community or the love of building a community. Maybe you are finding people that feel like family in some way, or you're expanding your idea of family, maybe expanding your belief systems as well, deepening your faith in some way. Maybe this is deepening your faith in humanity because you are coming into contact with people who show you a better side of humans. Group 2, it feels very nice. I love it. It's like a really good chance for you to put yourself out there and experience that cooperation and that harmony that can be experienced between people. So I love that. I also feel like you're focused on building something, whether this is your career or your creative pursuits. I do feel like it's a very creative week as well. So if you are not doing anything creative, that would be fun. I would say maybe there's some encouragement to go out and have fun or do something spontaneous this week, or just explore a little bit, or open yourself up to invitations, maybe allowing yourself to reach out. But I feel like you may be invited somewhere, or there's a chance to connect with someone that you already know and you're just becoming closer with them, or a new person that you could become closer with. So I love that. That's so fun. It's so fun. It's so fun. But I also want to say, with this Ten of Swords, be sure that you show up as yourself, or at least not be too concerned with the expectations of other people, or be too consumed with, oh, I wonder how they received me, or I wonder what they thought of me. I feel like those are old ways of relating to other people, and I do think that you are moving out of that time, but there could still be some lingering thoughts about that. But overall, I do feel like you're overcoming those thoughts and you're really grounding in your sense of self, and this is kind of like a celebration of who you are becoming this week. Excuse me, group 2, I'm so sorry. But I really love this energy. I want to sit in it. It just feels so nice. But for sure, if you have been planning on maybe talking with a teacher or meeting with someone who has knowledge, I would encourage that. Whether this is a teacher, a mentor, a therapist, whoever, I feel like they would be monumental for you this week, and it will provide you with a lot of insight into any questions that you may have, or any inquiries that have been really causing your mind to just seek answers. I feel like they have some wisdom to bestow upon you. Okay. This could be an authority figure as well. Some type of authority who is generous with their knowledge. Okay. So any other messages for group 2 on this week? That's the primary energy that you'll be working with, group 2. I love it. Any other messages for this week, please, group 2? Yeah, team building or maybe some type of group work also might be happening for you, group 2. Just feels like a week of harmony or something coming into balance, particularly your relationships or how you navigate relationships. I hear take it reverse. Yeah, I feel there could be a movement out of a comfort zone of maybe feeling an aversion to spontaneous meetups because you're like, oh my god, like, do I have it in me? I don't know. It's like a coming out of some type of wanting to be to yourself, or wanting to preserve your love in some way or preserve your energy. And not to say that you should not be aware of what you need and ensure that you are taking care of your needs, but I do feel there's like you're recognizing a limitation that you've had in relationships, or some type of limitation in wanting to make connections with people. And yeah, I feel like you're coming to some type of awareness about how you interact and engage in relationships, and that's why it's reversed. I don't feel like it has anything to do with the people that you are meeting up with. I just feel this is more internal of maybe recognizing how your ability to maintain solitude or to really enjoy solitude may have been keeping you separate from others, and now you're wanting to bring that into balance. Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel there's a lot of love for self coming through, a lot of confidence, a lot of consideration for how far you've come, and now it's just time to allow others to celebrate you and to see you for who you have been and who you are becoming. So I love that. It's so beautiful. And we have the Lover, so in the Empress, you just feel very attractive this week. It feels like you have a lot of charisma, a lot of beauty to you in whatever form or whatever way. I just feel like there's an exuding of love, of beauty, and I just feel like you're very attractive, group 2. So yeah, you could be honestly attracting a new romantic partner even with this Ace of Cups, but I just feel overall you're attracting new relationships into your life at this time and stepping out of some type of comfort zone. It's making me think of, I've been listening to a lot of Tame Impala, okay? I love Kevin Parker, okay? It's making me think of that song, Solitude is Bliss, and I feel like that's your primary vibe. Like, you are good on your own, but now it's like you're coming into awareness of, oh wow, I really do love people, I love interacting with people, and I think you're gonna build on that. So you will never come close to how I feel. Oh my gosh. Anything else for group 2? I'm gonna link that song for you, group 2, as well. Yeah, the Six of Swords, moving away from this despondency to relationships, or moving away from focusing on the past issues that you've dealt with in relationships, or just maybe feeling like, oh, people won't be able to provide me with what I need. In the past, that never happened, but it just seems like, okay, how long are you gonna be sitting in this story? How long are you gonna make that your life? Like, you get to choose every day what you want it to look like. Don't get stuck in the past. That's what I feel. Do you hear the it's like the tone of my voice. It's just like it's played out. That's not you anymore. Don't hold on to that as a comfort because it feels safe or it feels familiar. It's time to move into the unfamiliar. We have the Fool here. To not be afraid. Okay, to not be afraid of what's lurking. I just feel like you may have this hidden fear of being betrayed, or feeling like there's someone out to get you, or that you can't trust other people. And I do think that that's rooted in some type of past occurrence, and you are moving through it. I do feel this isn't something that's going to plague you for the rest of your life. This week feels very monumental in healing anything that has kept you from being able to relate with others. But yeah, I just think you're coming into a greater awareness of your relationship patterns. Anything else for group 2? Okay, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So there is this inspiration to pursue something, maybe pursue a specific path, or to really turn your focus towards a specific path. I do feel outside of you being very social, you still are very focused on your priorities, and I get this energy of wanting to ensure that you have the space for social interaction, so you're becoming very organized, very focused on time management, and very aware of how to situate your life so that it is more in balance. So I love that. So we also have the Hierophant again. So there seems to be some type of teacher that's inspiring you. We also have the King of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of drive, a lot of focus, maybe becoming inspired by something or by someone, or there's this new character coming into your life. I say character, but these cards represent people. So there could be a significant person that you come into contact with this week. But I do feel it's primarily focused on some type of knowledge that you're gaining, or some type of wisdom being bestowed upon you, or some type of understanding that's helping you to become more confident and more assured about how you show up. I just feel like a lot of confidence, a lot of reassurance, a lot of attractiveness, a lot of charisma, a lot of drive, a lot of showing up as who you are and attracting because of that confidence, to be true to yourself, or this courage. It just feels like enlivening, very attractive. That's the main word that keeps coming up, is attractive. So hey yo, watch out. Okay, watch out. Group 2 is on the prowl. I don't know if you're really looking. Maybe you are, some of you, but I feel like you're being looked at. You're being spotted. You're being observed. Group 2 in some form or fashion. Not to put you like on guard or feel like people are stalking you anyway. I'm not getting that vibe. It just feels like admiration. Like people are admiring you. And in turn, you're going to start to admire yourself. So it feels healthy. It doesn't feel narcissistic. It just feels like you're coming into your own and expanding your beliefs in some way. So can we get some advice for group 2 for this week? Advice for group 2. Yes, do you see how that card just literally flew across the table? This card is about expansion and expanding your view. And I feel with this 3 of Wands, it's expanding your view of what could happen in your life, of what's possible for you, and preparing to ride the wave. Okay, allow the wave to come. I do feel like you're still waiting to receive some type of news, or waiting to receive a message, or some type of reply back from either an organization or from a specific person or an application. Just be patient with that. Know that the odds are in your favor. And the King of Wands as well is just making me feel that it's especially important that you maintain a sense of confidence and self-assurance, and ensure that it doesn't go into any arrogance as well. I just feel like I need to maintain balance for you, group 2. Anything else? Oh wow, we have those feelings lurking in the background. So for sure, I do feel with the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Swords, it's very important that you maintain a clear head, that you don't fall into any sort of despair or feelings of overwhelm. Maybe there is some work that has to be done and you feel like, oh my gosh, it's going to take so much out of me. But focusing and lingering in those feelings will inevitably cause you to lose more energy. So I feel the main advice is to just take action and to face any fears that you may have, and to overcome any energies of procrastination, and to not dwell on what has to be done, but just doing it. And also ensuring that you aren't entertaining any negative thoughts that you have about yourself, or any negative thoughts or anxiety that you have about these new experiences. Of course, show up for yourself and recognize them for how they are. I'm not sure that I said that correctly. Honor your feelings is what I'm trying to say, but also be sure that you're not allowing it to dictate your decision making, because the King of Swords is telling me that you need to be very decisive, and there is no time for indecision or being stuck in the mind. Okay, freeing yourself from a habitual pattern of being caught up in any feelings that would inevitably stagnate you, or any thoughts that keep you stuck. Anything else for group 2? All right, and we have the Empress again, so I keep saying, I feel like there is some type of healing happening, some type of wholeness. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for that noise. There's literally a car show happening around the corner, and it's been going on for a while. But anyway, we have the Three of Swords here, so I do feel there is some understanding of the pain that you've experienced in the past, and revealing it so that it may be healed. And I do feel like something shocking may happen. Yeah, but just don't get caught up in all that. Okay, just allow things to come and go. This too shall pass. Anything that's overwhelming, overall, it's a pretty good week for you, so don't get caught up in any minor conflicts or issues, because there's an energy of wholeness and warmth and nurturing, and I do feel that you may find that in your connections, but also provide that safe space for yourself and ensure that you do have time to come home to yourself and just create some type of sacred space where you just tend to your needs and ensure that you're good. Okay, so for this final period, for this final card of advice, really show up for yourself. Have that confidence. It just feels like you need to be confident this week, or you're going to be celebrated for something, or you're going to receive a lot of attention this week. But there is a message coming through of be mindful of arrogance, be mindful that you don't fall into any tendencies to, discredit others because you feel that I think you understand what I'm saying. I'm not going to try to over explain it, but just be mindful of that. It does feel like that is a low level issue that may pop up. I think you'll be able to address it when you see it. You feel like you're pretty self-aware group too, so yeah, it just feels like a time to just celebrate and enjoy, and celebrate yourself and your accomplishments and how far you've come, and prepare to take flight towards new beginnings. So that's what I have for you, group 2. Let me know how it resonated for you in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. And remember to hit that bell notification so that you know when I post. Thank you so much. Remember to come back by the end of the week and let me know how it went for you. And I send you so much love. Until the next reading, bye bye, group 2. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading on your week ahead. So let's go on and get into it by looking at the energy, the primary energy of this week for you, group 3. So what can group 3 expect in this next week? What is the primary energy for them this next week for group 3, please? That is so funny. I heard inspiration station. Inspiration station. I love it. You're becoming inspired. Maybe for some of you, you are reading a new text or a historical text or some type of book that's really getting you in the mind of something that you may want to achieve in the future. For others of you, I feel like you're being inspired by something that you're seeing, or you're just feeling a lot more creative, a lot more inspired to take action towards your desires. Maybe you feel a lot of desire for someone or something. Okay, I feel it, I see it, I sense it. It could be for someone that I'm not even gonna touch on that. Okay, it could be for someone. I'm just gonna leave it there. But overall, I just feel like you're feeling very passionate, very creative, very excited to pursue something. But yeah, I just feel like this Miss Girl is looking at Miss Man, not Miss Man, this person. So regardless of gender, I just feel like someone is catching your eye, or something is catching your eye, or some endeavor is really invigorating you, or you're just feeling a lot more vital, a lot more excited is what I want to say. So yeah, this could be a fun week for you. in many ways, group 3. Something just told me to say be mindful of babies. So yeah, if you are exploring your sexuality, please be safe, group 3, and use protection. Okay, I don't mean to be a mother, but for all of you, I'm not sure that's the vibe you're going to be touching or going into this week. So for the others of you, I just feel like it's a very creative and fun and exciting week full of inspiration and maybe trying a new hobby or trying a new activity, being more active. Yeah, I just love it. It feels so pumped up. Like you could be going to the gym or just feeling like you want to take action towards something. So let's see. Anything else about this energy for group 3? Any other messages for group 3, please? Group 3 this week ahead. What is that song? It's from High School Musical. It's like pop, 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 pop to the top. Yeah, definitely for some of you, listen, it is a pretty sexual. I just have to say it how I see it. That is a big energy here, so have fun. Okay, it feels very liberating, feels very fun. Enjoy yourself. Take this as an opportunity to feel more grounded within yourself. For others of you, it feels like you're maybe looking at a creative pursuit that could turn into some type of lucrative endeavor. Maybe you're setting plans in place to pursue some type of adventure or pursue some type of creative pursuit, or maybe even getting ideas of a business that you may want to start in the future. I just feel like a lot of inspiration and ideas coming towards you. And this week, I feel like it's more of the ideas coming in, and later on in the month, I feel like it may become more of something that you develop. But I want to say, don't run away from your passions. Don't deny your passions. Really accept them and pursue them, I want to say, or at least give space to the idea of pursuing them, or opening yourself up to new opportunities to explore and to play and to have fun. It just feels like a week to have fun and to play and to explore and to go on adventures or do things new or try something new, whether it's that new restaurant or trying a new hobby, like I said before, or trying a new instrument. I just feel like taking advantage of opportunities that help you to get out of some type of comfort zone or help you to really expand in some way. But for a lot of you, there is some tension between you and another person. You could be receiving news about something, maybe for some of you a financial situation. You could be receiving either an award or a new position, or receiving a raise or a promotion, or maybe seeing a new job opportunity that you may want to take action on. It feels very prosperous, very promising as well. So really be on the lookout for new opportunities or any events that you could possibly show up to, and putting yourself in those arenas to be seen or to be in alignment with people who could lead you towards the future that you wish to have. Yeah, let's see what else would like to come through for you, group 3. I love this energy. It's very playful, very fun. So if you don't have anything fun planned in your week, I feel like this is a big encouragement to, put that on the calendar, because the energy is very supportive of any creative endeavors or any good times or any passionate occurrences. It just feels like a very passionate week for you. So yeah, love that. Anything else for group 3? Anything else for group 3? Yeah, maybe even wanting to learn something new or taking a new course, or it just feels like new vibes, newness, like a spark of life is coming to you, group 3. Any other messages for group 3 in their week ahead, please? That's why I reverse. Right. Okay, yes, we have a need for balance with the temperance here, so that we don't run into any conflicts with other people. Control, this is the message coming through. Moderation, group 3. Recognize your desires, pursue them, but be sure that you're not being impulsive or that you're not acting too impulsively. I just feel with all of this excitement, with all of this passion, with all of this fire, it could be some tendencies towards impulses, like maybe speaking really quickly or being very decisive or doing things on a whim. And yeah, I just feel, be mindful that you still are putting at least some thought into action. You know, it's good to take action. I think that's encouraged, but yeah, be clear with the action that you're taking, and be clear that you have intentions, or that there's been intentions expressed, or there's just a clarity of communication, and that there's no confusion. Just be very direct and very clear with what you're looking for and with what you wish to pursue or what you want to do. It just feels like you're on you're just sailing, soaring, flying. For some of you, it may be good to watch High School Musical because that has been a theme in your reading for some reason. The movies, whatever one you want to watch, it just feels like that could be a fun movie to watch. Maybe a nice date with someone could be, watching that movie or something. I don't know. Do you? It just feels like a lot of chatting, a lot of communication, maybe a lot of quick communication. Maybe you meet someone and then you end up seeing them later on in the week. It just feels like there's fast-paced energy, and maybe it can feel like a lot, like, oh my gosh. That's what I think of this page of wands, like, oh my gosh, just living in the moment. Another Tame Impala song. Probably gonna link it for you, group 3. Anything else for group 3 in this week? Any other messages for group 3? Alright, that's what I'm taking. Yeah, the Two of Cups. So there could definitely be some connection with someone. Maybe you know them through some type of work that you do, or maybe you meet them at some type of event for work, or you know them through work, or you know them for their work. There could be a work partnership being formed, or some type of business partnership being formed as well. Yeah, let's see what came out. We have the Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. The message came through to be mindful of your spending, group 3. Because it feels like you have opportunities to go out, but don't go willy-nilly on that spending. I love this card. Look at his face. Look at his face, for real. It just seems like you know how much you have, and I just feel the energy of abundance around you, but we still need to be mindful that we value our resources, that we be sure that we're spending with intentions of value, that whatever you're investing in will bring value to you in some way. Be very firm with your boundaries as well. I don't know how I feel about firm, but just be aware of your boundaries and ensure that they are in place with these new interactions. But I feel like the main message with that Four of Pentacles is to be mindful of your spending. You will have what you need. I don't think there's a need to be fearful of anything happening with your finances. Indeed. I was gonna say, oh my gosh, not indeed. I was going to say, I forgot what I was gonna say, but I feel with the Ace of Pentacles that there is actually new opportunities for financial growth. So there's no need to really fear that. I think I said indeed because I heard the message and I was like, yeah, I definitely see that. But yeah, for the Four of Pentacles, just be mindful of your spending. But with the Knight of Cups, you could for sure be having someone pursue you, or maybe you're pursuing someone, but you could already know this person as well. You could literally have been talking to them for a while, but for some of you it feels new, so it could go either way. But yeah, with the Two of Cups on the bottom, there's definitely an opportunity for connection with someone, and yeah, it could be very fun and playful. That's what I feel. Fun and playful. Have fun. Please, with this Knight of Cups, be sure that you're not falling into any idealism of the person or idealism of the situation. Remain grounded with that Four of Pentacles, but also explore your creativity, explore your passions, and have avenues for expression and expressing yourself this week, because that will be very good for you, Group 3. Any advice for Group 3 in this week, please? Any advice for Group 3? I just keep hearing tune into your emotions. So be aware of your emotions. Be aware of how you feel around people. Yeah. Be aware of how you feel around people. Anything else for Group 3? Yeah, there could be someone that comes in that makes you feel very good. We have the Knight of Wands, so it just feels very passionate. I keep saying that. Like, have fun, be safe, Group 3. Yeah, for some of you, this energy is for a good time and not a long time. For others of you, it may just require communication about what you're looking for to see if it can turn into something long term. With the King of Cups, I do feel this person is very passionate, very creative, very loving, I want to even say, but I say that with a question mark. This could also be you, who's very compassionate, considerate, loving, and aware of the emotional undercurrents of a situation. I just feel the need to say don't get too caught up in that, and just be sure that you're having an open line of communication so that there's no confusion, and really having patience with the process of any career motivations that you have, trusting in the process and knowing that things are changing constantly, and that there's still growth to be had, but to enjoy the time of growth and to enjoy your life overall. Anything else? For Group 3, we have the Queen of Swords reversed, and it landed over here. Interesting. I was hearing don't allow your boundaries to keep you from receiving, or I get this wanting to, for some of you it's like a playing hard to get with a person, or being not expressive enough, or maybe being even a little like cold or disinterested, or like playing that persona. Yeah, maybe just allow yourself to be a bit more open, Group 3, to any invitations or opportunities. That doesn't mean get rid of your boundaries, but I feel like you could afford to open up a little bit. Group 3, you could afford it. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles, you could afford to open up a little bit, but also ensure that all of this passion, all of these adventures or these opportunities aren't taking you off track, or causing any mental confusion or delusion for some of you. I just have to say how I see it. Ensure that you are staying grounded and not falling into any fantasies or idealism about a situation. Explore your passions, like I said, whether this is a new beginning in your creative pursuits or your hobbies, or with a person. Just ensure that you're not getting too swept up in that energy, and that you maintain a grounded approach to the other aspects of your life. but it feels very hopeful. It feels very imaginative. I love this energy for you, group 3. Let me know in the comments how it resonates with you, and be sure to come back by the end of the week and let me know how it went for you. Leave it a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so that you know when I post. I always appreciate your energy, and for you being here with me, it means the world to me, and I just thank you tenfold. So much love to you, group 3. Have fun, play, have a good time, and be mindful. Maintain clarity of mind, and that is what I leave you with. Until the next time, I shall depart from you now, group 3, and say goodbye. So bye, group 3. Hello, group 4, and welcome to your reading on your week ahead. So let us go on and begin by looking into the primary energy of this week for you, and then we're going to get more detailed as we go. So please, for group 4, what is the energy of this week ahead for them, please? Group 4, what can they expect? Group 4. I'm thinking of that Bob Dylan song, "The Times Are A-Changin'." Group 4, I feel there is a lot of internal changes happening, or a lot of internal contemplation, a lot of contemplation in general about wanting to move forward or move ahead, or dealing with some past woundings, or even a heartbreak, or some type of separation with someone, or a conflict that you've had with someone. I feel there's a lot of thought about it, or a lot of sitting with that energy of how it's affected you and how you want to move forward. I do think there's a lot of thinking about the past, or just reflecting on the past for you, group 4, this week. Or getting more clear on how you wish to move forward with a situation, or for some of you from a situation, and how you want to maybe be more mindful of who you spend your time with, or thinking about how you want to rearrange your priorities with people, or with your pursuits in general. I just feel like you're getting very clear on where your focus is and where it has been, and what things may need to be eliminated, or what you may need to do going forward. Because I feel there's this energy of having dealt with conflict, or maybe still being in the midst of conflict, or some type of uncertainty with the situation, or a sense of not knowing, but just, group 4, but just knowing that changes are happening, and that you need to be ready to ride the wave of change. But I do still think that you're grappling with some type of issue. Maybe this is a dispute, or some type of document that may need to be reassessed, or something needing to be sorted out. Yeah, I just feel the energy of needing to sort something out. But with the Two of Wands, I feel by the end of the week you'll have a better understanding of how to move forward from this situation, or what you may need to do to expand your view of your options, or expand your life in some way. Maybe going to the drawing board and really trying to get an understanding of the next steps that may need to be taken on some type of idea that you've been sitting with, or what actions may need to be implemented, so that you can really get some type of plans that you've had for yourself put in place. I just feel like something's happening internally this week, and it feels very internal for you, or a lot of focus on what's happening internally. And by the end of the week and going into the rest of the month, I just feel that there's going to be a lot more illumination, a lot more clarity for how you can move forward. But I do feel this is kind of like, it's not quick energy. It just feels like you're just going with emotions and really taking your time. And I see with the Three of Swords that may be the best way to go, because I just feel like a need to recover from something, or a need to take a break, or make time for a mini vacation. Maybe you just spend a day tending to your needs and really giving yourself the space to just be without putting anything on your to-do list, because you may be dealing with something that's quite difficult. Group 4. So let's see what else for Group 4 in their week ahead. What else for Group 4, please, in their week ahead? That's so many cards, Group. Please, no. There's so many cards. I can't take all of them. There may be a lot happening for you in this upcoming week. It just feels like you're preoccupied with something. Group 4. Group 4, please. Yeah, those emotions are loud for you right now, and I feel like you're trying to stay grounded, trying to stay focused, trying to really be clear on your attention and where it's going. But it just seems as if you're very in tune with your emotional world, or you're very caught up in your internal world at this time, or sorting through feelings, or sorting through some type of misunderstanding. I feel this week you're trying to ground within yourself, or that's a primary energy of needing to ground your emotions, or coming into a better understanding of your emotions. With the King of Cups is also a message here to seek counsel from someone who does have a lot of insight about emotions, or someone who is able to provide clarity for you, or an outside perspective. The King of Cups makes me think of a counselor or a wise person, so that could be beneficial to you. Or maybe even a parent who is emotionally present and available to you, or just a person, a friend, someone, very strong position this person is in. Or they just show up with a very strong presence. And anything else for Group 4? With the Seven of Cups here, there could be a lot of confusion about your feelings, Group 4, or a wanting to not even pay attention to your feelings, or wanting to distract yourself from what you feel. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel there's a message here to just face it head on, to understand that you can. This energy is very intense, I want to say. I'm gonna take a break a little bit. It feels a bit solemn, or like there's just something that is weighing you down in some way, and maybe there's just a lot going on for you, and it's hard to dedicate some time to really focus on what's happening, or focus on your feelings. But that may be a blockage here of feeling like there isn't time for that. And I think we're gonna get advice later on, but I already feel what may come up is really dedicating time to yourself, to really see how you feel. And I'm getting this message to dedicate time to a journaling session, hopefully implementing this as a daily practice until you feel better, of asking yourself, what are you feeling at this time? Where do these feelings originate? What are they rooted in? And also for you, Group 4, looking up the feelings wheel on Google will help you in this process of being able to identify your feelings and to become more aware of what is weighing you down. But I do feel with the Six of Wands, you may try to show up in the world as very confident, as I kind of feel it's a bit of a mask. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading the cards and the energy. It just feels like you're trying to put on a brave face and not really show what's going on, which is fine. I understand that we still have things to do, but definitely when the day's over, give yourself the space to feel, group 4, and to not run away from your emotions or try to escape in any unhealthy patterns or habits, maybe even developing new habits for you or for your life, cutting out the things that don't serve you anymore, or getting clear on what those things are, and maybe trying to develop a plan to remove those things from your life. Anything else? I said those things from your life, and something came in and also said those people. So yeah, I feel so for you, group 4, there could be people who are draining you, or relationships that just need some distance or some space between them, or a past relationship. There's just something there. Anything else? Or giving your mind a break from thinking about it. There's so many cards that come that I can't take all those cards. Group 4, can we just, I'll take 3 more. I'll take 3. Anything else? Okay, 1. Okay, thank you. We have card number 20, which is judgment, but this card is karma. So I do feel like you're going to be able to see a major pattern that you have that may need to be addressed. I feel you're coming into a new awareness about something throughout this week. We have strength and the Hierophant. Yeah, with the King of Cups and the Hierophant, I am feeling like you may feel called to seek counsel, group 4, and that may require a lot of strength and courage on your end. It may require you to overcome some type of fear. I'm so sorry I hit the mic, group 4. My apologies, but yeah, there is a need to show up for yourself this week. That's the main energy, is to show up for yourself and do the hard thing if it leads to growth and expansion for you, because it feels like there's this tired energy, or maybe feeling almost burnt out, or feeling like, when will this end? Like you constantly have to show up, and yeah, it just feels like there's resources to help you navigate this time in your life. And it's really not necessary for you to try to shoulder the burden, or try to overly guard yourself from receiving help of any kind. Yeah, but the strength as well is making me think to get physical, get into the body, maybe taking up some type of activity as well, fitness, or just going on a walk. As simple as going on a walk, group 4, could help you in building a habit in doing so. Hopefully that makes sense. I just feel like this energy is very distracting, and it may be hard to focus this week, but there's an encouragement to focus on your priorities with the with the Hierophant. Some of you could be in school or studying something, or working for a major corporation or institution, and it's going to require your focus. So seek counsel, receive the resources or the help that you need. Don't be ashamed of receiving help. Take some time to yourself, and really just get clear on what's causing these feelings for you and what's going on internally. So any advice for group? Well, we have the 3 of Swords on the bottom of this deck too. I didn't even look. Any advice for group 4, please, this week ahead? Any advice? We have the Lovers. So yeah, there could be a relationship that's taking up a lot of your mental space right now, or something that has happened in a relationship, maybe some conflict that has been had, maybe feeling very drawn to a specific person. I heard, I want you, but I can't have you. That's interesting. So maybe that's an energy that you're feeling, like pulled in two different directions or indecisive about something. But the message here is to focus on yourself, focus on your health, focus on your wealth. Okay, group 4, we don't have time. You know what? Excuse that energy. I'm getting too ahead of myself. I just feel now's a big time of really coming into your own, focusing on really feeling grounded within yourself and feeling secure within yourself, and not wanting to escape into some type of relationship here with the Lovers, and being very decisive and clear on what decisions you are making and being very intentional with your decisions as well. Anything else for group 4? Wow, it came over here. We have the Hanged Man. So there is this energy of needing to surrender something, needing to become aware of any patterns that need to be released, or what things you need to see clearly, not deluding yourself of a certain situation or a certain habit that may need to be changed, taking more time out for meditation and contemplation with the Hanged Man, and also being sure that you aren't overwhelming yourself with tasks or overwhelming yourself with duties so that you can run away from this need for introspection and contemplation and release, because there is something that needs to be released, or some type of wisdom could be gained from taking some time out, but you may be caught up with the remnants of whatever situation has happened. Yeah, we have the Hanged Man again right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. Yeah, so definitely something that needs to be let go of. Anything else for group 4? Yeah, there's a lot of shouldering some type of burden, or staying in a situation that's causing conflict, or it feels like it's continuously causing issues for you, or maybe there's an energy of comparison, or needing to prove yourself in some way, or feeling like you need to prove yourself. Yeah, it's causing a lack of clarity of the mind, and it's very important with this Queen of Swords reverse that you aren't being too swayed by outside influences, or being too focused on the past, because the Queen of Swords is very preoccupied with what's happened in the past here, and I just feel a need to shift your focus forward and to not linger in situations that may be causing you pain, group 4, and that may be difficult. I just feel that it's going to be a bit difficult, but this is about protecting your peace, group 4. So protect that peace of yours. Peace is invaluable. There's nothing like having peace. And remove yourself from any situations that continually cause you pain and hurt and disappointment. I just don't think anything's really going to change. I'm not seeing that, at least this week, nothing's going to change, or I even want to say for the next month, this situation will not provide the changes that you may want, because I do feel like the changes that you want are quite significant. And if it's dealing with someone else, I'm not quite sure that will happen in the time frame that you want. So it's just really asking you to shift your attention, shift your focus, yes, towards your goals, your aspirations, your priorities, and what can uplift you. Getting connected with yourself as well, and spending more time in nature, I feel, with this Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. But that's why I'm going to leave it there, because I feel like I've been talking for a long time, and I actually have been talking for a long time. So I'm going to leave it here. Let me know in the comments how it resonates with you, group 4. Come back by the end of the week and let me know how you feel, or how the week played out for you. I send you so much love, healing, and rejuvenation. Please take some time to yourself, group 4, and really process what you're feeling, and know that there's always help available to you. Just overcome any pride that gets in the way of you receiving what you're worthy of. So that's what I leave you with. Leave it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so that you know when I post. Much love to you, group 4, and many blessings. Until the next reading, I shall say goodbye.